Hi, welcome to OXI Jam walkthrough. As for setup, what we are using here is a Digitakt II for all the drums and bass line. It's coming everything from here. And for the chords, we are using the OXI choral that is going into the meta, and the meta, which is a very versatile effects, can also be used for transitions, but also for effects. We are using this time as an effects unit to enhance the choral chord. And we got the ghost here, just to give it a little bit of distortion and a tiny bit of reverb to even make it a bigger chord. Let's start with explaining the synth part. We have here a simple 64 steps sequence for the chord in the chord mode. We got one LFO and two mod lanes modulating this. So if we come here, I'm using an LFO to modulate the amp and sustain of the choral, okay, the filter and sustain. And then on the mod lanes, I have a filter envelope over here, which I draw with just a 16-step sequence for the modulation, which affects, and we can see the difference. Clean, and we have this kind of movement going on here. And then the harm parameter, which also adds a little bit more of, I will say, glitter to the sound. So let's remove it. See, more static. And then we have those kind of spikes, as we can see here, by the 16-step mod sequence here. And now let's jump into our drums, and let's go step by step over here. Our 4 to the floor kick with a step here that is playing once out of 3 times to give it a little bit more nice surprise touch there. I got here as well, I'll call this my sub, okay? So it is a normal piano roll sequence. If we come over here, you can see it that I draw it here, okay? Also to taste, using a one-shot bass line sample over there. Then I got my claps, basic 909 claps, nothing that crazy, but there's a catch, which when I'm gonna do a break or when I change something, I programmed my play button to be a fill. So it plays all the claps for to the floor as well. And now we have here some hi-hats, 909 close hi-hats as well. I love the 909, it really sounds really good. And what we are gonna play here with this is the decay, okay? Because the decay will add some emphasis to the sound. Like when I want more energy, I can basically open a little bit more my hats, but I want to start them quite close, simple, just keep that pace there to have that groove going on, right? And at the same time, there's a little bit of reverb and a little bit of delay to give it a little extra movement and new rhythm to the hi-hats. Then we have here basically a simple percussion loop that you can hear here. Right now it's with the filter cutting off, but the idea will be to open this, to add another layer of percussion tops to even give it even more groove to the track. Techno itself, it's pretty much having a good foundation of groove, okay, so drums, percussions, and then having a nice motive, a nice phrase, a synth that will play quite well. And if you can, of course, that this is subject to taste, having a little bit of texture from the synth to add like kind of deepness, kind of a drone behind it, so something that texturizes the sound overall, which is the idea here with the meta and the reverb. Moving on to other sounds, I'm not using track 6 for this one. Then we have here a kashishi, a percussive instrument. And for this lane here, this track we are using a polymeter done by the Euclidean sequencer. So we have 6 steps only, which I want to play with this between 6 and 7, okay? This is something that adds up, and having this polymeter here makes the track more interesting in my opinion. And the last track over here that I got here, 909 rides, baby. It's one of the best sounds for me. And pretty much that's what we have here. To explain you the purpose of this track, I want to make a track that is suitable for the dance floor, so DJs can play, but also have a more melodic connotation. So something that has a nice groove and a good melodic part, which is more emotional, I will put it like this. And that's pretty much it. It's proof that with just a sampler, a nice poly multi-part synth and a sequencer, you can do a lot of stuff. And not but not least, I have here on my track number 10 a simple bass loop that I created and recorded and added here, which for me, this is I will say it's the last touch, because it really makes the track as a whole. So you feel there's a body in the track, there's a groove going on, and there's a synth basically doing its own part and having this answer question duality going on, which makes it appealing in my opinion. Let's jam and perform and see how things go, and let yourself go and let the music speak by itself and go on a journey. I hope you enjoyed this small jam. We are gonna bring even more jams later on. As always, if you like what we are doing, please consider liking and subscribing to OXI Instruments channel. It does motivate us to keep doing more content for you and bring in more jams, more tutorials, and whatever comes along the way. Thank you. See you the next time.